Well. The supporters of West Ham United have got their wish. David Sullivan has stepped aside, and a new consortium by Ruben Cooper has taken over West Ham United. Obviously, this would be great. This happened in real life. Sullivan brothers obviously did not have the best tenure of West Ham United and definitely lost the confidence of the fans. Hopefully, this new era under Mr. Cooper will be better. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the West Ham Way Transfer Special Edition. And this is not how I expected the summer to start off. They have not promised me any more money into my transfer budget. They did say that they pumped $37 million into the club. And the transfer budget has a calculator. Let's see. Oh, they actually took money away. Okay. They took £2 million away, but gave me about 30K more in wages. So, okay. Basically the same. But that is an excellent start to the summer, and let's see if we can continue it. And as we look to start the Premier League season today against Chelsea, we have been busy in the transfer window. Let's look at our transfers out. Starting off, we had Edson Alvarez leave for Saudi Arabia for $45.5 million, 13.5 million pounds profits. Next two were difficult. I didn't necessarily want to sell them, but they both threw a fit when Saudi Arabia came in for them. So it forced my hand, and I didn't want any of these unhappy players to be at the club. Seawald, who was just with us for one season, went to Saudi Arabia as well for 45 million. Nice 23.5 million pound profit in 1 year. Then Aaron Wan-Bissaka also left for Saudi Arabia for 45 million pounds. 30 million pound profit over what we signed him just 2 years ago. Those were our big ticket out, all to Saudi Arabia, all for more than 45 million. Maxwell Cornet left to Wexham for 4.7 million. Huge loss on him. Terrible signing by West Ham. And then we also had one more cash deal going. Our young Brazilian, Gilmary, left for Aston Villa for only 4 million. He was never going to get in my team. He was not good enough. He did not have that much potential in Football Manager. He was just never going to get in. We do have two players going out on loan. Mavropanos left for Ipswich, 28 years old, 2.5-star current and potential ability. I think it was just time for him to move on. I don't believe there is a future release clause in his loan deal, but they're paying almost 80% of his wages, so I was fine with him leaving. And Fulkrug has left to go back to Germany on loan to begin with for Borussia Mönchengladbach, but there is about £10.5 million clause if he plays 15 matches or more. So most likely that will be triggered, and he will be going back to Germany on a permanent basis. We also had George Earthies, our main loanee, going out, and Rodriguez, we already knew, was leaving at the end of the year. So in total, transfers out, we got about 147 million pounds out. We ended up spending about 185 million to bring players in. Starting off with our most expensive signing at 55 million pounds, we have Arthur Theet, a 26-year-old center back coming from the Bundesliga, 6'1", 3.5 current ability, 3.5 potential. Really good player. He is going to be our starting center back, along with 30 million pound signing from the Netherlands, Goos, 22 years old, 6'1" center back. Definitely one for the future star player. Looks great already, and he's only got room to go up. We signed his teammate Schmidt for 42.5 million, also from the Dutch league. He came to replace Seawald, who obviously left. 6 foot, 20 years old, classified as a wonder kid. He'll be a great signing. 3.5-star current ability with 5-star potential. We then signed our Wan-Bissaka replacement in Rents, coming from AS Roma, a Dutch 23-year-old right back. 3 stars current ability, 3.5 stars potential ability, 5'11". We then signed an additional midfielder to replace Rodriguez.
came from Mallorca. Samu, 25 years old, Portuguese international, 6 foot, 3.5 stars current, 3.5 star potential. Came to be in that sort of defensively minded midfielder, while Schmidt will be the attacking midfield from coming in from deep. We then signed a rotational striker option as Callum Wilson left the club. Y, 23-year-old French player coming from the Bundesliga, 2.5 star current ability with 3.5 star potential ability. Already at a Premier League level, 6 foot. Be a good rotation option for Ramos. We then brought in a center back, Can Vault, French 20-year-old 6'2" center back from Crystal Palace, 2.5 star current ability with 5 star potential. We do have a future release clause of about an optional release clause of about 37.5 million if we do want to bring him back permanently. With the potential that he has, I didn't think any real downside in including that. And our final transfer in was a just third choice goalkeeper, Sam Waller, 22 years old, formerly of Burnley. Just someone to end an emergency, come in and play goalkeeper. So that does still leave quite a little bit of room in the budget to work with. 58 million in transfer budget, with nearly 500,000 in the wages per week. We don't have any current activity going on and plans to spend that, but Jared Bowen did throw a fit when Man City came in for him, and we did promise him if a bid of 104 million came in, we would let him leave. It would be tough to lose our team captain, but he is 29 years old now. He will be turning 30 this year, and you can't really turn down 104 million for a nearly 30-year-old. So we do have let's go back here. We do have a transfer room going in for star player. We are looking at a couple of options if Man City do come in for Bowen, but at the moment he is still our captain and will be continuing those duties until definitively otherwise. Today we are playing Chelsea away, and this is the team we're going to be sending out. Hermansen in goal, Wrench, Goss, Thiet, and Diouf in the back, Basuma and Smith in the midfield, Cancellieri on the right, Ward-Prowse is the attacking midfielder, Bowen on the left, and Ramos up top. We do have quite a bit of injuries to start the season. Constantilius will be out for about 6 weeks. Somerville picked up a small injury, so he'll be out at the start of the week. And Samu, our brand new signing, is going to be out for about 2 weeks. And Kyle Walker-Peters is just coming back to fitness. So this is not our full strength lineup, how we want to be lining up after that summer window. But this is what we're going to be sending out today against Chelsea. And Chelsea, pretty much full strength lineup. They've got a lot of youngsters, so they didn't look like they've done a ton of business in the transfer window. Additionally, I have put in a face pack as well as all the logo packs, all the leagues, so it should be better that now that the game is fully out. And let us start here the second season of our save against Chelsea. I'm hoping our defense can beat an upgrade from last year. Definitely had a lot of times where I was frustrated that our two center backs weren't really pressing anybody. We've seen that in a couple highlights, but win the ball back here. Schmidt, Torrents, puts the ball, Cancellieri, what can he do with it? Dribbling it back, goes back to Goss, to Thiet, playing along the B-back, down to Schmidt, puts the long ball to Cancellieri. Can he find a cross in? No. Gets it to Wrench, back to Cancellieri, puts it in. Ward-Prowse. Oh. Ward-Prowse puts it wide. That should have gone in as a goal. Good start from us. 20 minutes here. We are leading XG. Chelsea has picked up a yellow card here on Garnacho. And a highlight here potentially for Chelsea. Cole Palmer on the ball. Can we put in a tackle? We do win the ball back. Cancellieri now. Ramos back to Thiet. To Diouf. Diouf running down the left here. Is he going to find Bowen? Does find Bowen. Bowen with the cross in. Good save from Sanchez. The Chelsea keeper, Ramos, puts it towards goal, and Sanchez gets an arm to it. Chelsea with the free kick here. Goes for it. Hermansen tips it over, and that's going to be a corner for Chelsea. According to the match stats, we should be ahead nearly 1 XG for us, but only about a quarter of an XG for them. Chelsea is winning the possession battle, but they now have another free kick. Fernandez puts it wide. Oh my gosh, Hermansen, how do you not get there? Enzo Fernandez with the free kick, put Chelsea up. Hermansen definitely should have gotten there and blocked that. Cancellieri picks up a yellow card here, and it'll be another free kick too. No, it won't. That's an interesting way to call halftime, but it'll be halftime. Chelsea 1, West Ham 0. We need to be better in the second half. Match stats saying we should be ahead. Let's go back and try and get that winner. Cancellieri. Corner to West Ham, Jared Bowen. In swinger. Chelsea clear it, and it looks like they might have a chance to counterattack here. Cole Palmer puts a long ball to João Pedro. João Pedro in space and puts it right past Hermansen. Our two center backs caught sleeping there. Through ball to João Pedro. Easy goal for him to slot away past Hermansen. Ward-Prowse picks up a yellow card. .55 minutes on the clock. We are going to take Ward-Prowse off for Fernandez, as well as anyone that can play right back. No. Well, Thomas Souček. Actually, Freddie Potts is going to come on for Basuma. 2 changes. Try and get back in the game. Garnacho beats Wrench on his side. No one's going to press him. Goes for a goal and puts it over the bar. Reece James with the corner. Great save by Hermansen. But it'll be another Chelsea corner. Can we weather the storm? Diouf with the header away. Falls back to Reece James, and that'll be thrown into Chelsea. O'Reilly to Garnacho. Garnacho to Palmer. Garnacho still with the ball. Adeshile to Garnacho. O'Reilly puts it across to Garnacho, and Garnacho puts it wide. I'm going to go attacking here. Try get some of these goals back. We definitely don't deserve to be 2 goals down here. It should be at least 1-1. Fernandez. Reece James. Puts the ball back to Sanchez. To Fofana. O'Reilly. Palmer puts the through ball to Garnacho. Garnacho goes for goal and puts it over the bar. Hermansen puts it wide. Finds Rents. Cancellieri. Into Fernandez. Back to Rents. Cancellieri. Passing it around. Trying to find a ball. Goes back to center back Gos. Heat. Now to Diouf. Freddie Potts on the ball now. To Schmidt. Bowen. Plays the long ball out to Cancellieri in space. He's going to go for goal. He gets it in. Scores our first goal of the season. Takes a major deflection, but the goal still goes to Cancellieri. Assist for Jared Bowen. Great through ball, way to beat his defender here from Cancellieri. Cuts back inside, gets it on his preferred foot, and takes a deflection off a Chelsea player, but we'll take it. 2-1, West Ham. Stay on attacking. Can we get another goal here? Diouf. Now to Theet. Diouf. Puts it to Bowen. Bowen to Schmidt. Freddie Potts. Goes. Fernandez. Cancellieri to Renz. Puts a cross in. Ramos. Takes another deflection off a Chelsea player, but we'll take it. Ramos picks up his first of the year, and everything is equal 2-2 in the 72nd minute. We got lucky on this one. Took a deflection off another Chelsea player. And Ramos steps up and buries it. We are going to stay attacking. Seems like it's been benefiting us. As we go into the 80th minute here. Wrench picks up a yellow card. Ramos can't win the ball back. Neto wins it back now. Ramos and Salieri waiting for some support. Ramos, Potts, Schmidt getting down that left-hand flank. Diouf back to Schmidt. Can he find a ball in? Freddie Potts with the header, and he gets it over Sanchez. Freddie Potts, his first goal of the season. He'll be staying with us as a squad player. He will not be going back out on loan. He's been playing well in real life under Nuno Santos, and we'll see if he can replicate that form into Football Manager. Freddie Potts gets it over Sanchez, can't react in time. It's 3-2 Chelsea, or 3-2 West Ham. Hopefully here. 8 minutes of added time here in this game. Can we hold on? And it looks like that answer is yes. West Ham with the comeback victory over Chelsea in this London derby. That was great. Great job, guys. So looking ahead at our fixture schedule here. Let's see if we can get out of here. Fixture schedule. We will come back for this Spurs game at home to finish out this rest of the episode. And then we'll be back for the January transfer window, as well as Liverpool at home and Man City away in the next episode. So let us see if we do any more business between now and the Spurs game. And coming back for our first Champions League game, we find ourselves in 6th position in the Premier League, 9 points after 5 games. We find ourselves doing that by beating Chelsea on the first day, like we saw previously, beating Ipswich, then a loss to Spurs and Liverpool, followed by a win against Swansea in the Carabao Cup, and finally a 3-0 win against Brighton. So that does bring us to our first Champions League game against Monaco at home. We also play Genk, Ajax, Bayern Munich, Lille, Romania. I think this is Romania. Swedish team. I'm not even going to try and pronounce. And then we end with Napoli and Liverpool. I think there definitely is a chance we can get through in this Champions League, especially if we can win sort of these first 3 or 4 games. I don't know about getting through automatically, but I think we could definitely make the playoffs. So looking at our starting lineup, we have Hermansen in goal, Wrench, Gos, Theet, and Diouf in the back 4. Bissouma and Schmidt, which actually they should be... No, that's how I want it. In the midfield, Bissouma and Schmidt, Bowen, Ward-Prowse, Somerville, the attacking trio, and Ramos leading the line. Still have some injuries. Constantilius is still out injured. Scarless, our backup left back, is injured as well. So Samu still getting some match fitness. Hasn't really played for us yet. He's made 1 substitute appearance so far, but he will be coming in the next game. But let's get into this. West Ham's first game in the Champions League here at home against Monaco. We are the favorites. Let's see.
Don't know much about the Monaco squad in real life. I know they have Balogun, who is starting up top, USA striker. Looks like they have Eric Dyer in the defense as well. Champions League. Obviously, they had these animations in Football Manager 2024, but it's nice that they're coming back in 2025 or 2026. That ball does look really nice. I'm sure that's what it looks like in real life. Here we go. Rainy day in East London. Hopefully we can pick up the win here. Here we go. I am going to try this new 1.5 that got added in the patch today between highlights and see how I like that. Now it looks like they have a former Theo Kelleher, former of West Ham. Didn't really play a whole lot, but I feel like this is maybe just a little too quick. Diouf with the ball here. Running inside. Puts the long ball out for Jared Bowen. Bowen back to Wrench. Back to Bowen. Can he get a shot away? He can, and he puts it away. Jared Bowen, first scorer in the Champions League. Great finish from Jared Bowen. That is West Ham's first ever goal in the Champions League. They've never reached the Champions League before. Feet to Wrench. Wrench to Bowen. Back to Wrench. Goes. Feet. Pass along our back line. Diouf to Schmidt. Back to Diouf. He's going to get across, and he does. Ramos heads it down to Basuma. Basuma. And the Monaco goalkeeper puts a save in into West Ham corner. Kelleher. Anderson. Monaco trying to build something. Eric Dyer. Enrique. Beats his man. Puts it in. Goes off the post. And West Ham clear it. Glad that did not go in. Looks like it might be another highlight for Monaco, unless we could win the header here, which we do. Ward-Prowse. Wrench. Bowen. Beats his first man. Can he get outside? Can he get a cross in? Tries to dribble it in. Finds Ramos. Ramos has his shot deflected out for another corner. Going into the 30th minute here, Monaco don't have a shot on target yet. Only the one regular shot. About even in possession, but West Ham have been dominant this first half. We're going to get another highlight before halftime. Go 40th minute here. Oh, 30 seconds left in the half. Can West Ham do something? Basuma to Bowen. Bowen puts the ball in. Can't find it. Somerville comes away with it. Diouf. Somerville. Another cross in. Ramos. Can't get his header. Wrench to Bowen. Bowen to Schmidt. Schmidt to Basuma. Lose the ball. And that is going to be the halftime. I'm delighted with our performance. Let's keep it up. Let's get back out there for the second half. West Ham playing it around the back. Diouf finds Somerville. Diouf now gives it to Rents. To Basuma. Ramos to Diouf. Can you get a cross in? Find Schmidt. Puts a long ball to Wrench. Wrench tries to get it to Bowen. Can't find it. Balogun now with the ball. Wrench wins it back. And cycles it back down to Basuma. Basuma to Schmidt. Midfielders playing it off each other. Goes. Wrench. Bowen. Cuts in on his foot. Finds his left and puts it well wide. Good start from West Ham in the second half here. Still highlight going. West Ham wins second ball. Comes away with it. Thietz. It goes. Wrench. Bowen to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse, great ball for Ramos. Ramos off the crossbar. Somerville puts in the rebound, though. 2-0. West Ham United. Does Ramos get credited with an assist for that? It technically doesn't hit another player. Great ball from Ward-Prowse. Ramos just puts it a little high off the crossbar. And Somerville is there for the tap-in. The Monaco goalkeeper can't get up in time. Let's see. Does Ramos get an assist for that? He does not get an assist for that. I think we've been playing well so far. 55th minute. Monaco get their first shot on target here. Free kick to West Ham. Bowen. Puts it short to Somerville. Back to Bowen. Somerville. Bowen. Somerville again. Bowen gets in behind and scores his second of the game. West Ham 3, Monaco nothing. Bowen on a brace. Somerville and Bowen just playing it between each other. Bowen can finally cut behind. And on his left foot, slots it away. Ward-Prowse now with a free kick. Goes short again to Somerville. Ward-Prowse. Oh my gosh. Great goal from the edge of the box from Ward-Prowse. Curls it around the goalkeeper. And Monaco just cannot stop this West Ham team. 4-0. Right on the inside of the box. Curls it in. Far top right corner. Great goal from Ward-Prowse. Somerville now with 2 assists and a goal himself. All right, let's... One more highlight here before we make some changes. Bowen. Basuma. Wrench. Bowen. Can he be his man? Finds some space. Back to Rents. Cycles it back to Gos. Back to Rents. Finds Bowen. Wrench cross it in. Somerville can't hit it. Diouf hits it and gets a corner out of it. All right, let's take off Wrench, who's on a yellow. Ramos hasn't had a great game. Wai can come in, as well as we can give Samu some time on for Basuma. Keep our last 2 substitutes. 75th minute here. Just looking to see out the game. 4-0. Great scoreline for us if we can hold on to this clean sheet. But either way, we should be walking away with the victory. Going into the 90th minute, 3 minutes of added time. And it looks like we will see out the match here. Yep, there it is. West Ham 4, Monaco 0. Clean sheet. Brace from Bowen. Great goal from the edge of the box from Ward-Prowse. And Somerville with 2 goals, or 1 goal and 2 assists. Absolutely great performance from the lads. Don't care about you. And that does put us top of the Champions League table after 1 game. We have scored the most. 4 as our goal difference. Beating Bayern Munich, who's won 4-1. And looking ahead to our fixture schedule, we will probably be coming back for the Premier League game here against Arsenal at home. And then we will come back for the final Champions League group stage game against Liverpool here in January. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please subscribe if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one.